Hello again. I think that most of us are aware that YouTube is red hot when it comes to suspending or banning channels which post content violating their community guidelines. Indeed, I have suffered this fate myself. What is known these days as hate speech is particularly liable to trigger action from YouTube. This means statements which denigrate people due to their race, sexuality and so on. I was suspended a couple of years ago for discussing possible differences in measurements of skulls between different populations in Asia and Europe, which is evidently a strictly prohibited field of speculation as far as YouTube is concerned. All this is fair enough. I've never really complained about it. After all, this is a free video sharing site and YouTube may make whatever rules they please. However, there is something very odd about the way that the rules are enforced and that what is regarded as hateful content is decided. I say this because for some while now criminal gangs have been using YouTube to goad each other, inciting violence and even murder in videos which are explicitly designed to glorify crimes such as stabbing and shooting those people from rival groups. These videos are posted publicly on YouTube and are never taken down. In the description to this video I give a link to one such. I am moved to mention this because this particular video is linked to a dreadful crime which was committed in East London in the early hours of yesterday morning. 3 young men were shot dead during, actually 2 of them were shot dead and 1 was seriously wounded during a gun battle in the East London district of Ilford. This was a gangland fight between 2 groups. One of these was an Ilford-based gang called Drillford, which is the name of which is formed by combining the name of the town Ilford with the word drill, which is of course criminal slang for shooting, as in he got drilled. The other was a gang from nearby Manor Park. These murders were the culmination of deep-seated rivalry which has been deliberately stoked to a high pitch by the making and posting of videos on YouTube in which the number of stabbings and murders carried out by each gang were boasted of and compared. In the description to this video I give a link to a particular video which was posted on YouTube 2 weeks before the 2 men were shot dead in Ilford yesterday. It refers in the title to the most OJ members in each of the gangs. OJ is slang for on job. That is to say, the men who have carried out the most violent assaults, including stabbings and shootings. We learn, for example, that a member of the Manor Park gang is currently in prison for possession of a shotgun. It seems that he stabbed a member of the Drillford gang, leaving the person on life support. Text appears in the video, giving interesting snippets of this kind. One member of the Drillford gang is described as their top scorer, with 2 murders to his name. They refer to it as 2 M's, but that's, again, it's a slang, it's short for murders. The comments on this video, made yesterday, reveal that the 2 men who died in the gun battle were known by the street names of Giddy and Smiley, and that their deaths were part of this friction between the gangs in Ilford and the one in Manor Park. I do not know the extent to which this and similar videos posted on YouTube have contributed to the tensions between the 2 gangs, but they are certainly a contributory factor. Young men in the videos pose making gun fingers like this, and the whole aim of the videos is to boast of stabbings, shootings and murders. Did such videos play a part in bringing about the death of the 2 young men yesterday? It is impossible to say. I find it extremely odd that YouTube is fanatically determined to ensure there should be no hate speech on their site, and yet without any difficulty at all I've found dozens of videos like this which boast openly about murder and allow members of rival gangs to use the comments section to communicate with each other anonymously and talk about fights and to incite violence. The thumbnail to this video shows a still from the video about which I've been talking, and it really makes any comment by me superfluous.